Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
All right, are we going?
Yeah, that's recording. Waiting
All
on
right,
you.
So, hey,
Waiting.
hey, we're already going.
Hey,
Where's the belt?
over here?
Over here, where? You're just pointing. Oh, he lost it.
I don't know where it is.
He lost the belt. You know, you raised a freaking stink. Where were we? Oh, the Fruit Cove PDQ cruise-in a couple weeks ago. There it is. All right, he's got the belt. He's got the belt. You raised a stink. I give you the belt, and then I thought you lost it. You didn't lose it.
Wait a minute. Is this the podcast?
What?
Is this the podcast?
This is the podcast.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Welcome to it.
Also, I didn't make a stink about it. Somebody asked me a question about it, and I was like, I don't know. John always has it because it's easier.
Speaking of asking a question,
And then you just came over
really
and threw it
just
to
ask,
me.
is this the podcast?
Well, I said go, and you didn't do an intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick is joining us tonight. Nick, we're real thankful that you're here. We really appreciate it.
We'll go ahead and restart. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Genesis Rally podcast. This
You
is
could have been
episode
anywhere in the world,
14
but you're here
or
with us, and we
15.
appreciate that.
At least you knew what you were getting into. I didn't know, apparently.
Welcome to the podcast, Nick.
Yeah, it's the podcast. What are we going to talk? What are we going to talk about tonight?
We're going to talk about whatever the hell we want. We, contrary to everyone's belief, who's
Yeah.
right now laughing in their cars going, oh, these freaking idiots. This is popular.
No one's listening at this point. They've already stopped.
Oh, listen. I know for a fact a certain someone saw our last podcast and was like, 47 minutes, I'm not listening to this, and then listen to the whole thing, okay? No, by popular demand. I mean, you and I mean, we didn't give up on it, but you and I kind of have not been podcasting, and people have been legitimately approaching us and messaging us and asking us when the hell we were going to start doing this.
Yeah. Hey, sure.
We went to lunch. I bought my own plate. We had to talk about things, and we're gonna try to podcast every week now.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I had to buy my own food too, so you could have bought it for me. It's the least you could have done was buy my lunch.
You invited me.
I was just trying to get you to stop annoying me about meeting to talk about stuff.
You invite me, and then you stand me up on the bill.
I did. That's true.
We got lots of cool stuff going on, though.
We do. We actually do have a lot of cool stuff going on.
But real quick, I mean, what's going on with you? Come on, people want to know.
I don't think people want to know what's going on with me.
By the way, sorry to freaking bug you and task you with the podcast. I know it literally blindsided you 30 seconds ago when we started it, but
Yeah. So I don't think people really want to know what's going on with me, except for I'm in the market for a car. Don't know what I'm going to get. Probably nothing too awesome, but I'm going to get something. But we should have on people that have been on our rallies to talk about their cars and what's going on with them. So if anyone's listening to this and you want to come on the podcast, we've had Brody on before. We had Kevin on before.
mm-hmm.
I feel like we had somebody else, but come on the podcast.
Drake at one point.
Yeah, we had Drake. So come on the
When
podcast.
he got called out by Pete. You remember Pete?
I do remember Pete. He sold that Mustang he had. That thing was bad. Pete was awesome.
I just got an idea.
What you got?
You're in the market for a car.
Yeah.
We should have everybody post on our page what they think you should get.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And it doesn't even like have fun with this. Like if you think Nick's kind of like a Kia Soul kind of guy, then freaking tell him that he should get the new Kia Soul. If your first car was a Pinto, a Geo Metro, something, tell
No.
him. Oh,
My first car was a Mazda B2500 pickup. 2001. Brand new off the lot. Fun fact, I turned left out of the parking lot. Probably within 500 yards, thought, just going to try the windshield wipers. I turned it on. They went all the way to the left and about halfway back to the right, and the motor broke. So I literally brand new truck off the lot, drove it home with a broken windshield wiper. That was the first of many things that broke on that truck.
I had a Mazda B2300
Mm-hmm.
because I don't feel the need to overcompensate. And you know what my number one issue was with that freaking vehicle?
What? Well, besides you, what was the issue?
Oh yeah, bearings.
Huh?
All the freaking time, man. I'd be driving and all of a sudden, and I'd have to pull over. It would feel like bad, and I'd pull over and I'd look. My freaking car would be doing the stanky leg. I'd have one wheel just kicked all the way out. Like the bearings would just like break on those things.
I never had any issues with the bearings. The wiper motor broke. The alternator locked up. Probably about 6 months into having the truck. The ABS sensor and components all broke. That might have been my fault for going mudding in a 2-wheel drive 4-cylinder pickup. I broke the drive shaft on it without like breaking it. I cracked it. It was really
driving
impressive.
Through the corner of your parents' front yard into the driveway.
No.
Mudding.
I used to take this thing to the power lines, and since it was 2-wheel drive, you had to go fast to not get stuck. And also there was a spot by my old house where it was 2 lanes, and then the other 2 lanes next to it were elevated. So there was like a nice, probably 3-foot incline at probably a 30-degree angle. I used to hit that thing going 60, 65 miles an hour and jump the 2 lanes that were above. Yeah, I felt like the freaking Dukes of Hazzard, and that's probably where I broke the drive shaft doing that.
Yeah, more like a douche of hazard.
Hey,
so my
whatever you got to
thing
do.
was the bearings and the tie rods. Now here's the thing: if you don't know, the Mazda B2300 was the poor man's Ford Ranger. Let that sink in.
Dude, the B2500 was like $8,900 brand new off the lot in 2001.
Yeah.
So you don't want to talk to me about poor man's truck.
Picture a Ford Ranger, and then picture it even worse with cheaper parts. So I'm fairly certain the tie rods are made from like
plastic.
No, you know the coat hangers you get at the dry cleaners?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure those are also Mazda tie rods.
Could be.
And then the bearings, I don't know, like maybe like a Duncan yo-yo was used for the freaking it was woo. Now, I'm thankful for it. It was my first car. It was my starter car, but goddamn. Anyways, so Nick's in the market for a car. Mazda B2300, 2500, maybe. Give him some suggestions. That could be fun.
I would get another 2500 just based on nostalgia. That thing would fall apart ASAP though, especially this time.
We should make a post for people to give you suggestions. What else? So I said we got some cool stuff going on. What is it? The rally games. We had another car jump in tonight and join Team Popping Smoke.
Yep.
Looking at the roster right now for rally games, there is Smokey and the Bandits. They are maxed out with 4 cars beating you. There is, I keep saying beating you. I remember in the movie it was B eating you.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is, by the way.
Yeah, so sorry. I keep saying beating you because I'm thinking it's like a challenge, but B eating you.
John.
They're maxed out with 4 cars.
John.
What?
It's not a dick. I'll edit that out. I just had to add it in there while I could.
You don't need to edit it out. I don't care. That's funny. All right. Team Freight Train. They are maxed out with 4. Dirty Divas are maxed out 4 cars. Abusive Executive Power maxed out 4 big ass trucks. Team Pop and Smoke adds their 2nd car tonight, 2 Charger RTs. There is 1, 2, 3 open teams left. Possibly a 4th. I say possibly because we have a few people that are undrafted. They're looking for a team. So that's where we stand with the rally games. The belt has been passed around. It's been shown off. We've taken it to Cars and Coffee. We took it to PDQ for the Fruit Cove Cruise In. Where else has that thing been? Deals Gap, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's been to Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's been to quite a number of places. And at one point, we lent it to Kevin and Stacy, and I think another couple.
No. I did not lend it to Stacy. I showed it to her. She took it. Let's be clear about that, because someone's going to be listening to this going, "Well, you didn't let me borrow it." I get it.
Yeah, it was commandeered, we'll say, for a little while. So it's kind of made the rounds a little bit. And here's the thing: everyone that's had it, they all want it back. They all want the damn belt, and they're posting the pictures of them with the belt, and they're talking trash. The trash talking is real.
Well, here's my thing, okay? If you're in, right, and you're trash talking and you want the belt, good. If you've got a team and you don't have it maxed out yet, who do you work with? Who do you hang out with? Who do you go to church with? Like, it's 4 cars. Like, I don't even have a lot of friends I could find 4 cars. Like, get your team rallied and go get this belt. If you're in and there's open team slots and you see someone sitting on the sideline, call them out. And we've said it before in the podcast. I'm going to say it again. Where the hell are the Mustangs?
Yeah, here's the thing. We obviously love the Mopars, right? I mean, you've got a Mopar. I'm looking at probably ended up getting one.
Technically, I have Mopars. Only one of them is cool, though.
You've got 3. That's
only
true.
One of them is cool. One of them is a minivan.
Yeah, arguably the coolest one you've got of the Mopars.
Oh my god, it's got a TV in it.
I know. It's the only one with a freaking TV in it.
Yeah.
So, but obviously we love the Mopars, and we're grateful that they get in on all the events and stuff. But where is everybody else? Where are the Mustangs? Where are the Nissans?
We got Thomas Kang, and he brings the GTR out, and we've got Jose, and he's got the Mustang GT350.
Yeah.
And for a while, we had the guys from Unforsaken,
and
those guys were out and hanging out and doing the rallies.
But even when all those guys were in, it was, I think at Sprint 2, we had 48 cars, and probably 39 of them were Mopars.
Yeah.
Which, hey, bring on the Mopars, represent. But where's everybody else? Where y'all talk a lot of trash.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
The people, it was, where were we? Tail the Dragon.
Yeah.
And some guy with a Mustang went up to Michael with his Hellcat, and he's like, "So, wow, like, how do you drive that on the Dragon? God, it's so wide. How do you stay in your lane? It's like a boat." Like, and it got really awkward really quick.
It did.
But everyone wants to talk shit, right?
Yeah.
There's certain clubs out there, I won't name any names, they're like, "Oh, we're shutting down the city and we're doing this thing and we're the livest, we're the realest, we're the most absentist when it comes to us actually going to a track or us actually doing something." So there's Mustangs out there to be had, but they don't want to play ball. Camaros, Corvette. I know 3 clubs right there with Corvette, Camaro, and Mustangs that are here in Jacksonville, nowhere to be found. So I started tonight messaging these guys, saying there's this many team slots left, and none of your cars are represented. Come and get it.
Yeah.
Team Linzo, where you guys at? Devin?
Yeah.
I'm not looking at you. I'm like in your speaker right now, but I'm looking at you. Devin.
He actually has a picture on his phone. He's holding up to the camera that I can see of you. And he's looking at you. Yeah. It's kind of awkward, to be honest.
It is, but I'm still looking at you, Devin. Linzo, Unforsaken. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Thomas King to tip me off to North Florida Subarus. I hit them up. Bring them.
Oh, yeah.
Bring them. So, Rally Games is coming. We are less than a month away. It is Saturday, June 22nd. And it's going to be awesome. And we're going to have some stuff coming up here soon that we'll be announcing with it. We're not going to give away any secrets. We're not going to give away any of the challenges ahead of time. But Nick has the idea of basically letting the belt continue its tour that it's on right now. So we may or may not be posting the belt up at certain locations. All right? That's all I'm going to give you there. What else, Nick? The exclusive Mopar show is coming.
Yep.
I've got that in front of me. Summerfest Charity Car Show hosted by Exclusive Mopar. That is going to be June 15th. It's the Saturday, 1 week before the Rally Games. It's going to be up at BJ's off of Max Leggett Parkway up there by the airport. Great guys. All the money that they're raising that day is going to be going to the Ronald McDonald House. I think there's going to be like 18 different classes that they're going to judge on and have trophies and everything. So it's going to be a great event. Tell you one
And-
more thing that's pretty cool. You could win your way into
Mhm.
Speedway Boomerang 2.
Yep, they're gonna be doing raffle prizes and giveaways all day long. So you get in on those raffles, the money goes to a really good cause, and hey, you could be having your car on the track at Daytona International Speedway for the cost of a raffle ticket for going this thing. So it's definitely something. If you're gonna be out there, they've got some other great prizes and stuff, but the entry into Speedway Boomerang 2 is going to be one of the best, if not the best prize you're going to get, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway.
Absolutely. You guys, if you were part of it last year, you guys have been stoked about it. For this year, it's going to be a month earlier on October 5th. If you weren't on it, you've seen the videos, you've seen the picture. Get your car on Daytona International Speedway. We're going to have lunch on the water in Ponte Vedra. We're going to go drive the loop in Ormond Beach, go do Daytona International Speedway, and have the after party once again at Aromas, and everybody's going to have a cigar. So it's going to be a good time, and you could win your way in on June 15th at the Summerfest Charity Car Show hosted by Exclusive Mopar. Any information you guys need on that, you can go to the Genesis Rally Facebook page. We share the information on it. You could also go to the Exclusive Mopar Facebook page.
And on top of that, hit up James Davitt from Exclusive Mopar. He went on Speedway Boomerang 1, and he made some really, really strong friendships with some people that went on there as well. So he can tell you all about the experience. He can tell you about our events. He can tell you about, what to expect and get his opinion on it. So.
Yep. Hey, totally random. I just thought of something. I asked at the beginning, hey, so what's going on with you? What do you got going on? And you told us, you're in the market for a car. I got to share with the people. You already know this. I took my daughter to the movies the other day.
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
It's Monday.
Monday. No, it was Monday.
Monday.
It was Memorial Day. I took my daughter to go see Aladdin. And while I'm there, I get a text message from Crocker Doc, and he goes, "Hey man, where you at? I'm gonna go see John Wick." I was like, "I'm at the movies with my daughter already." He's like, "Oh well, I'm going to the one over here, this theater," and I'm like, "I'm at that theater right now." He goes, "Well, shit, I'm in the lobby." So my wife was with me. I got to throw that out there before I'm like, so I left and went to the lobby. I didn't leave my kid. So my wife and daughter in the theater. I go see Charles in the lobby and talk to him for a few minutes. And on my way back into the theater, we were early. The movie hadn't started yet. I left the theater. Lights are still on. It's doing the cheesy advertisements and all that. I'm coming back into the theater, and I got me some nachos, right? Wife's got her M&Ms. Daughter's got her popcorn. None of those are my cup of tea, so I got me some nachos for a nominal fee like the theater does. And as I'm walking into the theater, of course, we're sitting like 2-3 rows from the top, so I've got, the flight of 30 stairs ahead of me. I shit you not. I get halfway up the stairs. They cut the lights out. And I'm like, so the theater is just pitch black and it's dead quiet because now everyone's like, shh. And they just hear me go, "Oh, of course." 2 seconds later, Nick, your boy went down hard.
Mm-hmm.
Right on the nachos. And the nachos were in like that little plastic like shell bowl.
Right.
And when I went down on them, it was like the loudest, crinkliest, crunchiest, nacho cheesiest, magma laviest freaking thud ever. And my daughter, so I'm embarrassed, right? A little pissed, a little sticky at this point. My daughter has no shame. She's yelling from the top of the theater, "Daddy! Daddy, I see you! Daddy!"
I wish I'd have been there to witness
Oh.
this.
Your boy went down hard.
Not my boy. Also, wish I would have been there to witness that.
Real hard.
Oh, it would have been so funny.
I was talking to Nick about it. He was like, "So how are the nachos?" Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Never did eat those nachos.
Took $30 and threw it right on the floor and then fell on it.
Oh my god. Anyways, back to what we were talking about with the Speedway Boomerang. So I got a phone call today. Pretty freaking cool, man. So There was a Mopar. What was it? The semifinals or drag nationals, whatever it was, up in South Georgia, and huge show. Apparently, there was like hundreds and hundreds of cars, and there were some guys up there that found out about us and heard all about the Speedway Boomerang, and they were looking into it. And Nick, I didn't tell you this part, but I mean, a couple of Jaguar players too. Apparently, they've got some Hellcats and they want to come do the Speedway Boomerang in October. So I get this phone call, and he's like, "Hey, I see 21 and up on your website. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?" And I just started talking to the guy, and he's like asking me, "So tell me a little bit about the Speedway Boomerang, a little bit about Genesis Rally." So I talked to him like 15, 20 minutes on the phone, and he gets off the phone. He goes, "Awesome, great. Well, I'll tell you what, a couple of the guys were Jaguar players. They want to head down. They got some Hellcats, and me and all my buddies, we're gonna come. We're out in Tallahassee. I got a Viper that has like 1,000 horsepower. Can it come?"
No, we have a 879 horsepower limit to our events.
Yeah, right. I was like, whoo, and a 3,400 pound car.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Yeah, no, that'll be great. I'm out in Tallahassee. I got this Viper. Can it come?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." He goes, "Cool. I'm gonna have like 7 cars heading out there. See you soon," and hangs up the phone. Like, woo! People are getting excited about this, and here's someone that is not. He is now, but was not following the Facebook page. They found out about us in South Georgia at this drag strip, and now they're like all in. And there's some Jags players and stuff. So, Speedway Boomerang 2. The word is getting around, and it is picking up, and it's exciting stuff, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. So he now follows us on Facebook and everything, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I told him to, and you don't not do what I say to do.
I get it.
So also, John Willett, him and his wife Jessica have been doing a bunch of our events. He, I guess, felt a little left out. Jessica took the Demon and she jumped into the rally games and jumped on a team. And so John Boy, well, not the Demon. Is she taking the Trackhawk now? I think she is.
I don't know. Frankly, they can take any of their cars. They're all awesome. So it doesn't matter which one they take.
Yeah, John, Jessica, if you guys are listening, it's time to shut it down.
Yeah. Hey, also, I'm in the market for a car. So if you wanna lose a bunch of money on one, I'm your boy. I'll buy
it. John jumped in with his Daytona Ram. I posted a picture of it. If you haven't seen this thing, he's got it leveled and dropped with some freaking meaty, and I mean meaty, tires on the back of it. And seeing it's one thing, hearing it is another thing. I'll never forget when he pulled into the distillery the first time I saw that truck, and he just pulled in. That thing just sounded pissed off. So little fun fact, he's had that thing built, and he'll tell you he's got Hellcat parts in it, part of the build and everything, and he'll have to tell you either 300 or a 350 shot of nitrous, and it moves. So that's going to be doing the rally games now, and it's going to be doing Daytona International Speedway. So that is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it is a really, really cool truck. And he's on Team Daytona, and Team Daytona consists of 3 Daytonas.
3 of them. 2
Charger Daytonas, and then the Ram Daytona.
Mm-hmm.
So is that the biggest team as of this point?
For the Speedway Boomerang, it is.
So seeing how you have a Daytona, I'm asking, please, out there, we need a team bigger than Team Daytona.
Man, right now it's 3. You need to shut your mouth. I
don't want to hear you spouting off about how y'all are the biggest team. It's gonna be one of the most annoying things in my life. So please, if you're out there and you're going, strangers band together, make a new team. It's bigger than Team Daytona.
Strangers band together. Listen, we got 3 right now, and Darius did Daytona with us last year, and he drives a Daytona.
That's right.
So we could be 4. Okay.
Mm.
So next time you say my name, put some respect on it.
I ain't putting nothing on nothing.
You're putting respect on it when you say my name.
Listen, y'all out there always ask us to move teams and switch teams. I'm just going to create new teams. for Speedway Boomerang too.
You're tough. You're real tough. So, guys, good news for you. I twisted Nick's arm the other day and got him to do something, and I just put him in a full-on arm bar.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. Mainly because I don't even know how to do an arm bar.
Mm-hmm.
So we have, because it's been so freaking hot. I got in the car the other day on Memorial Day, and it said 106.
Dude, you ain't lying.
I didn't even argue with it.
No.
I was like, I believe you.
Yeah, mine, I think yesterday said 105, maybe. I don't know. It's brutal.
Remember that level in Mario where the sun is trying to kill you?
That's what it feels like out there right now.
That's what it's like out there right now, for
Mhm.
sure. Anyways, it's been so freaking hot that if you go to genesisrally.com, you can get the double-lined steel cups that we have that say Eat, Sleep, Rally, Repeat. You've seen people walking around with them. You've seen them on our Facebook page. We've got them marked down right now if you use promo code HEATWAVE. And you can ask Steve, who drives the Audi R8, and he'll tell you, and I quote, "That sumbitch held ice the whole weekend."
Yeah, these things really are high quality, and they do really work. Sometimes you get these cups and it's like, they're just not very good. But man, the ones we got, they are pretty damn legit.
Steve legitimately held ice the whole weekend, and he was pouring drink after drink. Don't ask, don't tell as to what he was pouring into these cups. And they hold ice. They're awesome. So promo code HEATWAVE, all one word, HEATWAVE, all one word, and you will save money and get your Genesis Rally Cup while they last. We only got a few of them left. Also, and I guess the last thing, we started Shout Out Sundays, and we just want to start showing you guys some more love. So we've got some people that we tell you all the time. You meet people and you really start getting rooted and growing these friendships, and it's real. The guys that went on Road to the Dragon, I mean, those guys are having cookouts now still after the rally. Those guys are getting kayaks and doing what they're calling river rallies. I mean, it's cool what's going on. So there's some really cool people that are part of our rally family, and we want to start spotlighting them and showing them some love. So we started this last week, and it was Diallo. Diallo's a great guy. He's been part of Genesis Rally from day one, and he's got the baddest B on the block. He's got the Super B SRT. It's a real 426, and now it's really getting beefed up even more. He's been posting little updates and teasers.
What's funny is in the
You have a weird thing about that car too.
I do. Well, that's not even a weird thing. It's an awesome car. Why would I not be obsessed with that car? A little bit.
Like a man crush.
It's funny because on the Shout Out Sunday deal, he posted, people were posting pictures of his car from events they've been at. And then he posted a picture of basically a front bumper just sitting on the garage floor at his house. And he's like, if y'all want to see it, you're gonna have to come over and look at some of the parts I got laying around because she's off getting some work done. So it's pretty funny that that thing's already one of the baddest freaking cars around.
Yeah.
And it's off getting even badder. So, and he went on Speedway Boomerang 1 with it, and he's doing Speedway Boomerang 2. This time he's bringing his dad, he said. Which is pretty cool. So you'll see that thing out at Speedway Boomerang 2.
He did both the sprints so far also.
Yeah.
Just a good dude, though. I mean, you ask anybody that knows Diallo, and they got nothing bad to say about the guy. Just great dude. If you're trying to do the light kits all on the car and the headlights and all that, he's like the guy in town, and everyone goes to him for all that stuff. He does a great job. He's a great mechanic when it comes to fixing and modifying things on cars, and he's a better friend. And so we wanted to spotlight him, and we posted a picture of his car, and we were like, down low in the comments, let's see your pictures with or of Diallo, and let's hear some stories. And people did not wait. They just started posting pictures that they had caught of his B, and sharing stories, and we posted more pictures down low, like from when he did Speedway Boomerang and stuff like that. So it's really cool. It's gotten a really good response, and we have another shout out Sunday coming up, so you can nominate people. Just post it on our Facebook and tag someone or whatever, and stay tuned, and we'll see who gets spotlight on Shout Out Sunday.
Yeah, and then also, kind of alluded to it a little bit earlier in the podcast, but we don't want this podcast to just be John and I rambling on about our first vehicles, and
I'm fine with it.
I know you are. Although it's fun doing that stuff. Like it's always fun when we have other people on the podcast too to talk about their first car or their cars or what just what's going on with them. So
I'll let you know if it's fun. Don't go freaking making blanket statements.
It's fun. The blanket statement. It's fun. So we'll probably be reaching out to a few people, seeing if they want to come on and talk about their cars. So if you get any messages from us about the podcast, just make sure you respond. And if you want to come on or want to nominate someone, just let us know who, and we'll see if we can work it in.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you for listening, and stay tuned for some more cool announcements that we got coming around the corner. Peace.
Time to play the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all